Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along, we've had the TNA wish list, we had my predictions for 2024, but this list right here are a combination of the 10 things that I am looking forward to this year. Starting with number 10, Sting's last match. Sting late last year announced that he will be retiring from in-ring competition, and we are now on the Sting tour of appreciation. He's just going to be putting in some great work right now, and we always thought that his final match would be him versus Darby Allin, with Sting passing the torch over to Darby. But we're not getting that. It very much looks like that we're going to get Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks. And I, sir, am here for it because I know it's going to be a banger of a match. And the Young Bucks will do everything in their power to make sure that Sting goes out on a high note. Number 9, Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. This is a dream match for me. This is a dream match because Brock Lesnar has just always been Brock Lesnar, and Gunther has turned himself into a dominant champion. Yes, I would love to see Chad Gable be the one to defeat Gunther and end his historic reign, but if that does not happen, Gunther versus Brock for the Intercontinental Championship would be something major, because to the best of my knowledge, Brock Lesnar only has world championship reigns, no mid-card reigns. So seeing Brock Lesnar be the one to end Gunther's reign would set something up nicely, and him becoming the Intercontinental Champion would be something different. Number 8, where Mercedes Moné signs. I genuinely, wholeheartedly do not believe Mercedes Moné will be going back to the WWE. It's crowded over there. It is very much crowded, so much to the point that Damage Control is filled with 5 women. Mercedes Moné has an opportunity to do something different, to be bigger than everybody, to be bigger than everything. She already has that cool guest starring role on The Mandalorian. And if she plays her cards right, she could transition that to something much, much bigger in Hollywood. And yes, she could probably accomplish that in the WWE, but she's already a star. She's already one of, if not the biggest women's star on the planet. And wherever she signs, their division is already going to get a bump. I told you time and again, I think she's going to AEW just to really solidify that women's division. And don't let anyone tell you differently. AEW has a fantastic women's division. Number 7, where Julia signs. This is another big one. We've heard the rumors of scattering that Julia will be leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling and signing somewhere else. Now, the thought is that she's going to sign with WWE. I'm not so sure. Julia is another woman who's made a name for herself, has become bigger, and has become very, very sought after. So again, wherever she signs, the company will benefit greatly from her presence. And she's young. She has so much career left in her that I would not be surprised if she signed with the WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if she signed with TNA, but wherever she goes, it's going to be a benefit for them. Number 5, TNA rising above. With Hard to Kill behind us and the morale in TNA being greater than it's ever been, I want to see them grow. If you go back and look at the old TNA videos when they were the clear number 2 promotion in the world, they were packing out arenas, packing out stadiums, having the fans on their feet. And yes, this new atmosphere, this new change is a product of what came before, but we can get bigger than that. We can get better than that. It's time to Stop thinking of TNA as what came before and look at what they are doing now. The signing of Nick Nemeth, Ash by Elegance is good. Danny Luna, Zaya Brookside. TNA is growing, and they have a plan, and I'm here for it, and I want to be on the ride with them, and I want you all to be on the ride with them. Number 5, new stars rise up in New Japan. Listen, we know of Okada, we know of Ospreay, we know of Tanahashi, we know of Sonata, we know of Naito. It's time to start getting some fresh blood in there for New Japan. And yes, they've got their guys, and they've got guys that we know of, but I want to see other people rise up. Like I want to see Zack Sabre Jr. be the New Japan World Champion. I want to see TJP. I want to see Tama Tonga. I want to see guys rise up above their station and really start challenging the new guard. New Japan isn't niche anymore. We know about New Japan. It's time for them to make us care more. Number 4, Cody finishing his story. That's it. Cody Rhodes needs to win the WWE Championship this year. Not the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship. This was the reason he came back to the WWE. Well, the main reason he came back to the WWE, to win the one championship his father never could, to make him proud. Cody Rhodes has been a man on a mission, and even with that injury he suffered last year, he was able to come back and make us remember, make us fall in love all over again. Cody Rhodes finishing his story is picture perfect storytelling. That's what needs to happen. And if he's got to go over CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and The Rock to do it, to get to Roman Reigns, let it be. Number 3, Jamie Hayter and Will Ospreay winning big at All In. I think it's a done deal. I can safely confirm, I could bet my life on it, that Jamie Hayter and Will Ospreay will be winning world championships at All In this year. Ospreay is already All Elite, and we know what they're building up to. We have to have this happen. You want to see a pop? You want to see a pop? Boy, All In is going to become that annual event where I think anything can happen. And Will Ospreay is all but guaranteed to do something, probably win the world championship at All In. And when Jamie Hayter returns from her injury, which I hope is relatively soon because she's been flying under the radar, her topping Toni Storm or Deonna Purrazzo at All In a banger of a match would be something just watching and enjoying it and soaking it all in. Number 2, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. I've said this before. When it comes to the WWE Women's Division, there are 2 money matches. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Becky versus Rhea has started being teased. It happened on Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley has become the de facto star in the women's division of the WWE, above everybody. And they have some great talent there, including Becky Lynch. But Rhea, she has those moments. She's beaten Charlotte. She's beaten Asuka. But there's a difference between beating them and beating Becky Lynch. Becky knows how to bring it in the main event. Becky knows how to move that story along. This is the money match. This I would actually be almost more excited to see than Punk versus Rollins, possibly even Rock and Roman. And number 1, Swerve Strickland becoming world champion. Whose house? I was supposed to say Swerve's house. But yes, this has to happen. We've been begging for it. We've been pleading for it. Swerve Strickland becoming world champion in AEW. Will that mess up whatever plans they have? I don't know, because I still believe that that Will Ospreay will win at All In, but Swerve Strickland getting a championship around his waist and using the momentum that he's gotten all this year, all last year, it's something special. It was like, okay, this guy gets it. This guy is a star. He walks the walk. He talks the talk. He's got the look. Swerve Strickland becoming world champion is something that I would be extremely happy to see. And don't do it on a Dynamite or a TV special. This has got to be on a pay-per-view. But let me know what you guys think. Is there anything you're looking for? Let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been the 10 things that I'm looking forward to this year. And don't forget to check out the Hot Wrestling Podcast every single Saturday. Peace.